second
wasn't ready
recording.
with it. I'm disappointed, Brian.
What do you
I'm not.
mean? Thank you for
Okay.
faith. Unless you had no faith at all, then fuck you.
I never have faith in anything.
All
It's a
right. So,
defense mechanism.
Dave, here's your fill-in. So, in the other session, you were asleep on the boat, and you didn't do much of anything. You just followed along, being carried on the raft, the hover sled. Okay.
Okay.
Then they left the island and they came towards the village, and you were on the boat again. And in the beginning of the next session, you guys were like going towards this town. And you're going through this like bog full of like, I don't know, reeds and stuff, and you found a dead body. And that's about the time that I had you wake up. You're just sort of like getting yourself together, and they're looking at a dead body, and then you come on shore. They talk to some guy who's kind of a, I don't know, he was all right.
He was a
Had
shady
kind of a
character. He was a cool
had
guy,
a-
right?
cool guy. He had kind of a weird looking face.
No, he was a total creep.
Total creeper, perhaps.
I mean, you say that. I'm pretty sure he was just kind of like, I live in the slums type of dude. He
Yeah.
didn't like
Nah, that sounds like a weird guy.
necessarily. He didn't necessarily do or say anything that gave off creeper vibes, other than talk about what I'm pretty sure was a less than legal brothel that he is heading to. But
Mhm. So after that, you guys all headed towards back towards the
Hold
downtown.
that thought for like 5 seconds. I gotta run and grab my food. I just got here.
Sure.
man, what a loser!
1,
Freaking
2, 3, 4, 5.
He has failed this city.
He has failed me for the last time. He shall be purged like the
Good job.
heretic he is.
heretic.
Blood for the blood god.
Skulls for the skull throne.
You're only allowed to quit when you die.
So I'm playing fucking
Wasteland.
no, not right now. I'm playing Shadow of War right now, and I just got an alert that a fat troll avenged my death.
Thankfully, that success case.
Yeah. Thanks, a fat troll. Internet names, man. Gamer tags and shit.
I like
Oh,
that.
it's my alter ego.
I mean, yeah, you would be. You are like this guy. Uses pH fat and still thinks it's cool.
Oh, he used pH? Yeah, that's not me.
Yes, it is. What do you mean? You're just as bad as fucking Delta, using the outdated lingo. Still uses XD as an emote when he texts. Oh yeah, no, he's funny. And I told him like no one uses XD anymore, and he's like, wrong, I do. I'm like, you know what? That's fair. I'm gonna shut up now.
Power through, buddy.
I'm pretty sure I never used XD.
I'm back.
I don't think I ever did either.
You know what's the quickest way for a teenager to tell you're old?
Uh,
If you use a thumbs up, not aggressively.
What does that
Uh,
mean?
If
I
you
was
just
gonna say
thumbs up,
finger
like,
guns, but-
okay. Like, if you use the thumbs up emote as an, okay, I got it. No, that's not what it means for the younger generation. It means passive aggressively, okay, I got it.
That's true.
Fucking
That's true.
snowflakes.
No, that's true. When I talk to my sister, like on Facebook Messenger or something, she hates it when I use like the thumbs up thing on Facebook just to be like, yeah, cool, because that's like
I
an
guess
okay,
the
I
world
got it
is a
thing for
scary
me.
place full of
Yeah.
thumbs.
And then she's like, all right, fine. And it's like, what? I just gave you a thumbs up. What do you? Apparently, that's like a yeah, whatever. I'm not, like they take it as a you're not worth a word, so I'm gonna send you a symbol.
Like I get like
Oh,
the single
that's like-
letter K's, but like that.
Wow, that's like going all the way back to like my grandpa would have that attitude. He would be like, "Yeah, I can't even respond with a fucking word. Giving me an emoji. What the shit is this?" So like,
Sounds like you had
you
a
know,
fantastic
the
grandfather.
circle of life is now complete. Um,
So when she gets mad about you using the thumbs up, you can be like, "Okay, boomer."
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, that's what my sister said. Not her, but her friend. They went to school together. Says that to me all the time
Oh, that's funny.
because it's
Yeah.
just. And it's like, I don't think like. Here's the thing. Me and my sister aren't that far apart in age. We are not far enough apart for that to be a plausible thing
Okay,
for
boomer.
her friends to say to me.
Okay.
Dave, shut up.
So anyway, Dave, after that, you went to this crab shack, and you were tired because I was role playing you and I was putting you out of the way of the game, and
Yeah,
you were
you had a
tired, and you went up
sickness,
here,
and you wanted
and
to cure yourself with alcohol.
I had you to stay here at the crab shack
You
while the
could
party
say
went
that I
around
was
the town.
down with the sickness. Anyways.
So you
You're down with
spent
the crabs right now.
you spent 12 silver, and
My silver.
yeah, and you're gonna wake up on the floor of the crab shack. There's probably like 10 or 12 other people sleeping here.
There's
Because-
10 or 12 crabs around you.
Yeah, there
No,
maybe
there's
some
10 or-
crabs.
No, there's
Uh,
there's 10 or 12 people and they all have crabs, but
I see.
that's
Anyway,
different-
you're waking up because Brosius is kicking you.
Oh, how did it-
Brosi- if Brosius is there, I would like to assume that I went too.
All
'cause
right, yeah,
Brosius and I have been sticking together.
Brosius was gonna bring him back to you, but if you're willing to get up and go, you can go meet him here.
We
I
had
mean,
some reservations
I
about
needed to
leaving
go
you
for
guys.
I needed to think and go for a walk after the events. Of
True, true.
So I think
All right,
me,
so the two
Brosius
of you,
offering.
of you are here, and Brosius is like kicking you. You ready to get up?
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm awake. I'm awake.
All right.
Feeling better, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the other guys headed into the town center, so I guess let's head over that way and see what we find out.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
This talking frog sold fruit.
I mean, and that's the least weird thing that we found.
True.
It does sound wacky.
Honestly, the frog was rather yeah, I can't speak. Frog was rather pleasant compared to some of the other shit we had to deal with.
Glad I didn't have to deal with it then.
I have a strong feeling you'll have to deal with it too eventually. So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, what are we looking for? Armor shop, a weapons shop, or
I need to see if anyone in this world selling ammo.
yeah,
I
gun
suppose.
shop. Huh?
Yeah, that would make sense for you, wouldn't it?
So that's my first stop, anyways.
All
I
right.
would like to, being well versed in mercantile practices, while we've been, even though we haven't been to many places, we've
So,
been in the city long
Josh,
enough.
you do get an intelligence check right now to see if you picked up on enough
Oh, you can make
that
me
you
roll.
heard of the language,
I
of the
don't have
local
access to
language.
It's gonna take me like 10 minutes to fucking.
Do you want
roll
me
the
to just roll the die?
Yeah, please. Unless
Okay.
you want to be sitting here for 10
No,
minutes.
no,
and
no.
maybe
I'll do it.
switch everything over.
So it's an intelligence check, and you get to add, because of your feet, something. You add 4. Okay. You have succeeded. You now understand basic Nigerian.
Oh, that's the language that people have been talking to me in, and I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it.
That's the
Cool.
that's the language that most of the non-native people in this town speak.
I've
Speaking of
noticed.
languages, how am I doing on the one I've been trying to learn?
You
mean-
probably are gonna get another chance to roll. Let's do that too.
Okay. Is it intelligence?
So yeah, it's just make an intelligence roll, and you're gonna add 1 to this. So
So flat 0. 18.
all right, you have learned basic Vanipa.
Ooh.
So you are now able to speak to the natives, and about 2/3 of the people in this town are Vanipa,
Oh,
and
thank
about
God.
one. Okay, but so even the people who don't speak, even the most of the other people, their native language may be Nigerian, but they probably speak Vanipa, at least, especially if they have a customer service job.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So you're heading into the center of this town. Let's see if I can drop an art for you guys. Anyway, I think this is okay. Anyways, it's a little bit past noon. You guys were a little bit slower to get up and get going than the other people. So actually you run into the other people that are present and willing to participate at this time on your way into this trade district area, because they were headed back the other way. So I know, I think
It's gonna be at least me.
yeah, it's at least Miko. I think Chuck's not up for it right now, so he's just gonna chill out. So
Okay.
you know, and I don't know if Brian wants to run Kaji or not.
Is Kaji here right meow?
You could either be walking with Akrisha and you would be present, or you could be walking with Ansev and you would be absent.
I thought I was with Ensev, keeping him company.
All right,
/ being
cool.
bodyguard.
The two of you will be together. That's fine.
I think there was a I think you guys just shot past each other. I'm technically with Ansel too, but since he's not here, I think,
Right. We're
think
sort of
Brian
splitting
didn't-
them up so that
I think
it's
that's a quit.
So
Right.
that split
just
up
up to
that you're
you.
thinking of, Brian, was before we got to the hotel. And then we all met up at the hotel, and then Brosius and I stayed behind. You guys went shopping. Then Brosius and I went to go get Dave after we thought about the terror that happened in that basement.
So
And now we're heading toward the shopping district. You're
I
coming
think-
back.
I think Luke, ask your question differently because
Okay.
they're very different.
Brian. Brian,
Brian, do you want to participate or not?
exactly. That's exactly
Oh.
the question.
Oh no, not this round.
Okay, so then you are with Ansev in the pile
Okay.
of people who are definitely not
There we
participating.
go.
Okay. So
Okay.
you pass in the street and you see
I linked the
Lucretia.
picture.
You are wearing your Divine Salamander onesie.
And my
Find that.
Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
he wasn't here for that.
yeah, I know. There was this sweet gift shop we found.
Yeah,
That's
you,
it.
you missed a chance at talking to definitely not a god lizard.
Love it.
Yeah. Uh, I don't know how divine that beast was. It was more just a dog-like intelligence or something.
In the grand scheme of things, I guess divinity is only as divine as we make it, so.
All it did is just scream at me when I got close.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's going to be a regular kind of a reaction with you around, so.
It looked like
Well,
kind of sad about that.
sounds like y'all have had quite the adventure without me.
Yeah. Uh,
Found a nice place to stay.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's good. The
that-
crack shaft
that-
wasn't too bad, but you know.
Vash, did you wanted to buy ammo, right? Did you ever see anywhere that sells that?
Did I see anywhere that sells that?
Was asking Acretia.
Oh, I'm like preoccupied with my plushie
Oh,
lizard. Yeah, we found a place.
perfect.
Seems okay. I think Ansev might have bought something for you, but you should probably go check it out anyways.
Never hurts to have more.
Okay. So this is the weapons shopkeeper.
Perfect. And yeah, as we would be walking in, I would be speaking in Venipe at this point. Well, this looks like my kind of place.
Like, oh, as you go through the door, I let me see here. Oh my gosh, I kind of hang back outside for a minute.
Okay.
Full sentence.
Anyway, she greets you. Welcome, welcome guest. Nika Rivos. This is my weapons shop. Take a look at anything you'd like. If you have any questions, let me know. And she's speaking of Venipa because she
Yeah.
heard you as you walked in speaking of Venipa.
Yeah, I was looking for some ammo as well as kind of low on funds, so mainly just wondering as far as the price of ammo.
A case of 8 bullets is, I think, 10 silver.
Oh, that's
Why
not
is
bad
that?
at all. Give me, so say a case of 8 is 10 silver.
Yeah.
Give me 5 cases of that, if you don't mind.
Very well. As you may or may not be aware, the law does require that anyone purchasing a weapon or ammunition from does have to sign for it.
Yeah, I'm happy to do that.
All right, and
Not
she
so hot. It
retrieves
seems to be
for
the
you
second time purchasing something from the
40
store.
bullets, 5 cases of 8, and that will be 50 silver.
Yeah, and then while I have you here, I was actually wondering.
Oh,
Do
and
you-
when do you sign the thing? She provides a ledger.
I
You
would
actually see that,
look
like,
over it first.
yeah, you see that you see Ansev's signature in it a little bit earlier before you. There's like 2 people in between, even, but
Gotcha. Yeah, I would look. I would try to read over it first, just to see what it all details and whatnot.
unfortunately, you don't
guessing?
really have a good grasp of the written language. So,
I'm kind of
yeah,
lean over
you make it.
to James.
You can
I'm like,
make out the kind of the purpose.
you any better at reading than this stuff than I am?
Unfortunately, not Venipa, no. I think
Okay,
I'm
well,
a little
I'll
bit.
take my
I've
chances. Oh,
made my way inside.
Oh, you've made your way inside.
I was trying to decide if I was gonna do something before I came in, but I just hug on James's sleeve and be like, can I, try reading it? Is this something I can read?
yeah.
You can
Okay.
try. Why not?
Have you been practicing reading anything?
I would say with what I did with Marta and
And that's not Vanipa though.
oh, it's an
No.
So
This
no,
is this is the language that we've really
not this
only
one.
heard.
Yeah,
like,
not this one,
here.
right?
Okay. So
Other
at
than
this
maybe
point,
the
none of
maps that we've looked at so
yeah,
far
like
for the book that I got, which I didn't check what language that's in with you
I'll,
yet.
you could I don't know. You can make an intelligence check, but there's very little you're really gonna learn here unless you roll like a 20.
I'll do it anyways. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Just-
All right. So you figure out just by looking at, like, for instance, the word above the row of names is name. You know, um,
Yep, it's a form. Fill it
chalk
out.
that up. Yeah.
Well, I'll take my chances and I sign it away.
All right.
And I look at her and
Thank you for
yeah,
the.
go for it.
She says. She bows slightly. Uh, the Hagendari Association thanks you for your patronage.
That's going to make me visibly wince. I'm not even gonna try and hide it.
Yeah.
Say, well, yeah, of course. And actually, while I have you here, do you by chance provide any kind of service where you help people craft things if they bring materials and whatnot for it?
Oh no, I only sell imported goods from Nidir. However, you wish. What kind of crafting service are you looking for? Perhaps I can connect you.
Well, I found this hardy material from a man-eating plant within the forest on the way here, and I was hoping it seemed like it could be a useful material for maybe even some like specialty ammunition or the like.
I'm gonna have to first. I'm gonna have to roll for her nature check.
See if
Um,
she knows what kind of plant.
yeah, and I'm gonna use your nature check, Fash, because I don't think she's any better than you are.
I'm not good, so
Oh, but I rolled well, surprisingly.
fuck yeah.
Okay, she says, huh, I think the Techno Union wants that kind of plant. What do they call it? I don't remember. I just remember that they did want this kind of thing.
No, that points me in the right direction. And then last thing, I also have this piece of large metal, and I pull out the adamantine rebar. I was wondering if I could fashion these into some sort of bayonets for my pistols here. And I didn't know if you knew anyone that could help me do that.
You should make that into ammo, actually.
Actually, that's not a bad idea either.
That's actually
Since all of my
Let's-
goods are crafted in Nidir, my connections would point me there. But
Gotcha.
if you need the services of a local smith, Bronvier's shop is down the street.
Is that the one we went to?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or I don't know. I'll keep an eye. I'll keep my. I'll keep thinking about that. Maybe I'll
Oh
come
yeah,
up with
of
something.
course. And all your goods look first rate, so I'm sure this won't be the last you see me. So I appreciate you looking out for me.
He smiles.
I kind of tilt my hat at her, and I'm gonna head out now at this point.
All right, I'm gonna drop her name in the chat for what that's worth. There we go. Okay. So anybody else doing any shopping in there? Or...
I don't think so. She doesn't have anything different than when I was in there before, right?
No.
I think you're hot mic and Josh.
Yeah, I'm going for James. If you wanted a weapon, this is a place that sells not just ammo, but like swords, axes, whatever.
Oh, Yeah, I would be looking into something more blunted, if she has
A
anything on
big
display.
hammer. Yeah.
Hammer, mace,
Uh-huh.
anything.
Yeah. All of these,
Maul, yeah.
all the player's handbook weapons are available.
Is there anything more unique? If you recall, I'm kind of rich. So,
Right.
I point out the sweet-looking mace on the wall. I'm like, you should, Daddy, get that one. Like,
is it specifically called the mace that goes to the face?
No, it's a mace called the D.
No, it's the mace of faces. You bring the face to other people's mace.
is
Oh.
the head of the mace looks like a face?
Absolutely. It's the face mace.
It's the face.
So, Luke,
I think he's
Yes.
processing. Reprocessing.
is there any unique looking mace, or that's, or is it just
Let me
player's handbook
take.
pretty, or any a unique any melee, like blunted?
Let me see. Do I have something appropriate for this moment?
I believe it's all that you can see is the player's handbook kind of stuff. Okay. It's well forged, but it's nothing unique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget. Do I have a shield? You have my character sheet pulled up. Do I have a shield?
Checking. Yes.
And it's just like a regular ass shield, right?
It is.
A shield by default gives +2, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
What is my AC at right now? If I were
16.
Okay. And I'm wearing like pretty basic paladin armor, right?
You're wearing ringmail, which is low grade heavy armor.
Okay.
It's like the entry level heavy armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So do they sell armor here too?
No. As you let's say you're thinking aloud about armor, she says, again, Bronvier's shop down the street does sell armor. She is an armorer by trade.
I'm gonna look sort of over my shoulder at her, and nod begrudgingly. And I'm gonna say, I would actually like to find something two-handed, if I can.
Oh.
Like maybe a
yeah.
great hammer or.
Dildo bat.
That's what it is.
Yeah, she directs you to a mall.
Is there a face on it?
There's no face on the mall.
Okay. Remind me what a maul looks like.
Maul does 2d6 bludgeoning. It
It's
is a
also-
heavy two-handed item.
It's also fluorescent pink.
It's a little veiny, which is weird.
Ooh.
I'm ignoring both of you.
I think of it as like a giant metal sledgehammer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Is that the only two-handed bludgeoning thing they have? Or better yet, is that the best? Is...
You can also wield a warhammer with two hands. It's versatile though. It's not naturally two-handed.
Right. Okay. I am going to... Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna grab... think. Yeah, alright. I'll grab, how much is the mall?
The mall is 30 silver, sir.
How much silver is on my character sheet? You've got it pulled up.
Dum, 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 dum. You have 97 silver.
Cool. Yeah, I'll buy them all.
Okay. I'll just do the transaction on your sheet.
Sounds good. And then I'm gonna ask her. So, can I ask? I'm, in case you couldn't tell, a bit of a foreigner here. As are many of my compatriots. I'm curious. This Hagendare syndicate. And you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Do they treat you well? Are they, do you make you feel like you're worth?
Yes, there you go.
Are you attempting anything here, or is it you just want her answer?
I just want to know if I want to know exactly that. Do you feel like they are paying you what you are worth?
A good question.
I feel fortunate to have a job, sir. As long as
What the heck?
as long as we follow the rules, we make we make a living.
Clever. Takes a clever and very adept businesswoman to avoid the question while somehow still answering it. And I sort of grin and
She smiles.
yeah, and I sort of grin and I'm like, I didn't ask you whether you're happy with your work. I said, are you with what the Hagendari Syndicate gives you? Do you feel it is what you are worth, or are you worth more than what you're getting? How much worth do you put into
Ooh.
your work?
Okay, this is
I
good.
promise I'm
Okay,
not.
like,
I'm gonna tell her. I promise I'm not trying to poach you yet.
Yes.
All I want is to do simple research. Being a businessman myself, I like to know how other businesses conduct themselves. If the Hagendari Syndicate is a good business to work for, I may want dealings with them in the future. And if I do have dealings with them in the future, or I don't, wouldn't your name, either way,
she says,
be wonderful for someone to have?
all right, she's glancing around the room. We've got in here Brosius, and she immediately looks at him and sees him messing with weapons with a little grin on his face and ignores him. Looks over at Akrisha. What are you looking like right now?
Oh yeah, I'm in the pajamas.
All right, she's like, okay, don't have to worry about her. It's just
It's just them.
okay, just two of you. It's just
Yeah.
Vash
My-
and
Oh yeah.
and you.
My adoptive
Says,
daughter
"Are-
over there, her bodyguard, and I'll put my
Oh my
shoulder,
God.
my hand on Vash's shoulder, and my bodyguard, and I'll gesture to Brosius.
He grunts. Ugh.
I say it in my breath in like my world's native language, just like he knows I'm too fucking expensive for him.
All right, so
I'm gonna guess that it was very obviously something
all
salty
right, so
under
James,
his
make
breath
up
that I heard.
James
if I didn't
James make a
understand.
persuasion roll.
Who's bodyguarding who?
Okay.
Whom?
So I'm bodyguarding you apparently, and Brosius is bodyguarding him.
I mean, Brosius being my muscle has already been established.
So do you want me to roll the die?
Already right there.
You may not have
but-
it open.
Yeah, if you could. So Dave, you've missed it.
All
but,
right, you get
this
a
is how
10,
we're
which is
actually.
gonna be
This
good
is how
enough to
we've
succeed.
actually been, like, essentially establishing connections and essentially bluffing our way into people's hearts. Is I'm a traveling merchant. You
See,
guys are and essentially everyone here is sort of like some relation to my caravan. Brosius is my muscle. Acretia's my adopted daughter.
Until after I hear that, I sort of chuckle and tell my bodyguard, "Well, you can guard me anytime."
Well, she says, I certainly hope one day to rise higher. But for now, I would advise you, if you are so interested in the dealings of the syndicate, you know, take a look around town, take a look at the other businesses, look at the guards, and when you're ready, you can visit the Hagendare trade office, where uh, where Brother Naki runs this district out of.
I'm gonna look at her and say, the information and service you've given is invaluable. But as a businessman myself, I do have to put value on it. So, and I'm gonna slide her one of those fancy gold pieces that I have, one of those many.
All right, so I'm gonna roll I'm gonna roll just a d20 and we'll see how she reacts to that. All right, she barely conceals her happiness at that and quickly tucks it away and says, "You're welcome here anytime."
Yeah, I'm gonna grin and wink and say, let's go, everybody.
You gave away 10 gold to that other guy on the island, right?
Yes.
I need to subtract that for you.
I already did that, didn't I?
No,
No?
no, you had 1999, which you should have 1988 now.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. Sorry, I must have forgot. Um, yeah, so that's why I slid her one, because the way you described it last time was 10 of those pieces was enough to essentially have him indentured to me, and he was more than happy to completely betray his entire way of life for that much money.
Right.
So I realized exactly how much these gold coins are worth,
Right.
and
Okay.
figured one of them would be more than sufficient to get someone to love me.
I start skipping out the door. Come along, bodyguard.
I'm kind of muttering as well as like, is it bad business to have relations with your clients?
Oh, she does say, "Sir, for that for that mall, you do have to sign." And she apologetically pushes forward the papers to you.
Does she seem like she's really not happy that she had to ask me to sign?
Uh,
Is- How does, like you said, she apologetically? How apologetic are we talking?
like, it's the rules. She doesn't want to break the rules, but she doesn't particularly want to bother you after you've given her that coin. And, you know,
I'm going to tell her. Oh, okay. I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna be like, very well. May I ask a favor before
of
I sign?
course.
I'm not quite as well versed in the Naiba as I'm still trying to educate myself of the languages and cultures of this land. Would you read the thing I'm signing aloud to me? Of course, I'm sure you understand
right.
the importance of understanding what I'm signing.
Yes. All right. So she reads it. So it's it's a
You don't have.
the
Okay.
it's a
Luke, if you-
weapons document about, like, it's just about tracking who bought weapons in the city.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
Okay. So
yeah.
here's a question for you. I would like to make a check of some kind. I'll let you decide what check. You're on my sheet. You can roll it
Yeah.
to see if all of my dealings of predatory business practices in my other life allow me to pick up on anything sketchy in this document that I'm signing. I want to
The syndicate
look
wants
at this wording.
the syndicate wants to keep track of everyone's who is armed. And
Okay.
there are probably sinister uses for that kind of information, but
But it just
it's
seems
not
like due
really.
diligence on the
This is
surface.
this is not a thing where you sign it and you owe them anything, or there's any additional problem just for signing it.
This is just liability stuff. Okay.
Right.
Then I will sign it.
Okay.
And I would like to say pleasure doing business with you. And I'm gonna walk out.
Okay. All right.
I'd like to pull the other three aside since they're right here. Is there anyone around? Do we have a little bit of privacy if we talk low here?
You can find a place like maybe a little bit off to the side where there's privacy if you want it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull these other three and say, guys, I need you to listen. That document right there, and what it says seems innocent at first glance, but in theory it is. All it is trying to prevent the Hagendari Syndicate from being liable and to essentially have plausible deniability. However, we've already seen that the Hagendari own the town guard. They own this town, not just the businesses in it. This means that if we are caught doing something, or let's say they find a body, and that body happens to have bullets or being shot as a cause of death, they're gonna know exactly who in this city is
Who to
carrying.
question?
So we need to be very careful. We're gonna have to tell Ansev and Kaji the same. If you guys buy something and you sign for it, we need to make sure we think about what we're using it for.
Ansev signed earlier.
Yeah, but I'll be honest, it didn't really surprise me. I'm more surprised that she didn't try to shank me for it back on the way out. That's the kind of business dealings I'm used to.
Well,
I gotta raise an eyebrow
Must
at
be
that.
pretty rough where you're from.
Yeah, it's not great.
I think between Brosius and Vash's ruggedness, my innate business knowledge and charm, Krish's childlike charm, and I'm gonna kind of say that with a question.
And I give you like this most terrifying grin.
And with Ansev's quest for knowledge that scares me, honestly. And
The alley we're in darkens.
I think we will be able to tell exactly who we can trust and can't. And we're going to be able to gain the trust of many. And as a secondary goal, I don't need to tell you guys, this isn't a need, but this is a want. I want the Hagendari Syndicate. I want them. I want their business dealings. I want their name on a platter and served to me. And if you help me, I'll make sure you are compensated just as any founding member of one of the largest corporations in this world would be.
Well,
Can I count?
I can count that I won't go against you.
So we're
But-
going for world domination.
They've got no ill will against me yet. If anything, they've got goodwill with me. So I can't
World-
promise to help you yet.
World domination. No, Christian. This is corporate domination. It's the same thing, but better.
Brosius
World domination.
looks to Vash. He says, "It may seem like they're, I don't know, decent business folk from what you've seen, but you were asleep in that temple, and that was kind of a scummy place."
You're not
I really
wrong.
wish you'd seen what we saw. It was.
And
I
you know
did.
what? I'll hold my opinion until then, but for the moment, I cannot promise you anything.
That's fair.
I agree. We should tear this world down and build it stronger.
You scare me.
I'm going to.
I don't always know when she's joking.
Yeah,
Anyway,
maybe keep that plan to yourself. Oh, and Vash,
Check.
do me a favor.
Yeah.
Someone who lived in a place where there were liars and backstabbers and thieves, I'm gonna sort of like hit his chest with my fist jokingly. Your poker face needs work. And then I'm gonna turn around and just start walking toward the armor shop without
My
waiting.
poker face.
All
I'm confused
right.
what he meant by that.
I think it works just
Oh.
fine.
Honestly, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about, Josh.
What you don't?
Yeah,
don't
like,
know what
dude,
a
I have no,
Like,
like,
out of game. Like out of
at
game.
what
What are you
moment? What the fuck
talking
are you talking about?
You were you made it very clear that I made it very clear that I was trying to bluff that you were Krisha's bodyguard in there, and you just were not having it.
Right, I was speaking a language that the shop owner wouldn't understand. I didn't blow any cover.
Okay. I thought the way you were
Okay.
doing it made it sound like you were irritated, sort of, when I said it.
No, I just said I said it under my breath. I didn't say I said it in any kind of irritated or annoyed connotation.
Okay, that's fair. So, I guess boycott that then.
all
Never
right.
mind.
So you head to the armor shop.
Uh-huh.
This lady is working, making some armors. There's other armor hanging up on the racks around her. She sees you as you enter the shop.
The weapon shop owner was just a human woman, right?
As far as you could tell, yeah.
Okay.
And after this, I gotta go to the blacksmith place.
So I'm dropping a few other pictures here.
Is this the blacksmith
This
that we're
this
You're
is like
mentioning-
this next picture is like just some like random passerby on the street, just like blue lizard kind of person. Okay. This is like 2/3 of the people on the street are like this race. Okay.
If you give me a second, I'm gonna pull up and Discord.
Sure.
is the armor smith the blacksmith one and the same that we're referring to there?
Yeah,
And that's her.
that's her.
I
Yeah.
tried, but I couldn't get it blue skinned. I'm very sad. But Kaji with pajamas.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Where's his gun? He lost his gun.
I
Yeah,
also
where
have
did-
one with a bike earlier too.
The one on the
What's happening?
motorcycle, amazing.
What did I miss? In
The
this
phases
conversation?
of Kaji.
He keeps sending
Ryan-
Kaji with different
Ryan
outfits and
spent it-
situations.
It's doing what I've been doing. It's just
Kaji
benefiting.
rides a motorcycle? I figured he would
Right.
hate that, because, the gas emissions of such a vehicle.
And then I have Kaji with a gun, and I have Kaji in pajamas.
Should do a picture of Krisha with the gun.
Okay.
I see. Yo, I like
So-
Kaji with a gun. So this is the blacksmith. Okay, I saw that
Yeah.
picture last night.
Yeah.
Or not last night, but when you sent it the first time.
True. True. So she looks up as you enter. She says, "Hello there."
She looks human. How
She's like she appears human. She's about maybe only about 4'6", so pretty short.
I enter with my
got it.
escort.
I'm gonna walk up to her and I want to look around and see what Vash and Brosius, like their facial response to walking into this place is. I'm essentially trying to gauge if they've actually like this type of blacksmith before.
I don't have any weird reaction.
Brosius is Brosius is interested. He's not seen this kind of a place before. He's not attempting to hide it, and since you're looking, you can just auto succeed on that.
Okay,
Okay.
cool. I also have finally pulled up my thing, so.
I look terribly fascinated by it, but I look terribly fascinated by everything.
Oh, you're back. She looks over
She,
at
she
Akrisha.
doesn't recognize me.
Oh, you've changed your look.
Well, I was disguised self.
Oh, you were in the other look before. Okay.
Right.
So she doesn't recognize you. So she doesn't
Right.
have that to say. Okay, cool.
Same thing with the first vendor.
Yeah, although in that case, I think it was played fine there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every time I open my character sheet, I just see tablecloth of chickens in my inventory, and I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's got all the player handbook armor. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I got some work to do for a client, and she gets back to work while you're looking.
Yeah, so does she have any I don't know what I guess I'll look up what player handbook armors is.
I have it in front of me now. Well, if you need to ask any questions about it.
I have it up too.
Cool.
So what we got ringmail, chainmail, splint, and plate. Or...
She has it all the way up to plate, yes. She does have some fancier gear than all of this stuff too. You know.
Enlighten.
So as like, you know, you see like maybe some red and gold armor, and as you're looking at it, she says, "Oh yes, that's for a custom order." Which I can do, of course.
I see.
Right.
Do I know is there a symbol for Erashiel? Like is there like a holy symbol? Like, you know, gods have a literal sigil and shit. Does Erashiel have one that I've
While you're thinking about symbols, let's roll an intelligence check for you.
Okay, I'll do that. Oh, that's a saving throw, not a check. Hold on. There we go. Can I go with the saving throw? It doesn't do a whole lot,
Yeah,
but
it's fine. Okay, so you're thinking about symbols, and what you've just recognized is that the guards and the woman in the last shop both had a sigil of a black rose on them. And it's probably the Hagendare Association.
right.
Yeah.
So, how does that answered my question.
It doesn't. It doesn't answer your question. It's just something that, since you were thinking about symbols.
Okay.
Okay.
Does
Got
this chick have that?
No.
Okay.
Interesting.
No. But oh man. I have to go deep into session 1 to see there's something that is like a passable symbol.
Man, I didn't think we had sent so much shit to this fucking chat, but I guess we have. Okay. I don't think there was. I think it was like pictures of Arashiel and of.
No, at this time, I don't think there is anything that you could really say is her symbol. Like if you, and this is going to be like your personal knowledge. If you had a graphic designer in your employ, you could probably pay them to produce a symbol.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to actually. Well, she's a blacksmith and she does custom orders. I'm gonna ask her if she knows of anyone. So I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna say, I hate to. I hate to bother when you're trying to work so hard. I need some custom armor done. And I was hoping you knew of someone who may be able to help me. Perhaps a designer of some sort, an artist who may be able to help me create a symbol to put on this armor, representing someone who's dear to me. And is no better term, sponsoring my travels around.
Artist, huh?
Perhaps some sort
I
of
mean,
designer.
ordinary, like, yeah. There are those sort of people that sometimes are go on. Go, I would check with the Explorers League. Sometimes, some of those kind of people, they do go along on those trips. They think they find inspiration out in the jungle. It seems like it's a thing. The the real fancy artsy kind of people sometimes do that, and you just might find someone like that over there.
So if I go to this if I go to this place, I could pay someone to travel along with my company and essentially be inspired by our adventures. Is that
Yeah, that is a thing.
interesting? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to just buy some armor, some basic Oh shit, I don't have this. Do I? No, I have to be at 15. I'll buy some
Ooh.
chainmail then. I'll just buy some chainmail from her and say thank you
Okay.
for the information.
Oh, you're at the strength barrier.
You need strength 15 for plate. Yeah.
Yep, and I'm at 14.
All right.
It's not
That
just
will-
plate, they flint too.
That'll be 225 silver.
I'm going to ask her if this would cover it, and I'm gonna very discreetly slide her one of those coins.
She takes it, bites it, says, "That'll cover half."
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow at her. I want insight on that shit.
You're gonna want insight on that?
Well, I believe her. I believe her. I believe her completely.
Yeah, you
And
do.
I slide her another coin.
Okay.
And I slide
For two of those coins, you get a piece of chainmail. A set
I
of
get
chainmail. rather.
chainmail. Chainmail. I would also, in order to get rid of it, like to sell her my ring mail and shield.
All right. She looks over the ring mail, says, "Shoddy work, this.
It was a hand-me-down. I do apologize. I would take half its value.
All right. She'll give you 30 silver for it. You want to roll insight again?
No.
Okay.
Ring mail, because I knew the ring mail was pretty meh. So, the shield, on the other hand, depending on what she gives me for that and what she says about it.
All right. Okay. She'll give you 20 silver for the shield.
I might as well insight it. See if she's.
Where did you
jipping
get?
me.
Where did you get this shield? Do you remember? Was this also from the temple?
Not a clue. It might have been. Probably. Probably.
Thanks.
All right. So let's just
I'm gonna
say
say
this. Let's say this shield has like a dragon insignia on it. Okay.
Okay.
And
So it's
he's like, she looks at that and says, "Ooh, it's a good thing the Khan never saw that."
I honestly am unaware of who that is. It is a shield I found on a.
Don't worry, I'll paint over it.
Okay. I
is-
found it on a. It sounds awful when I say it. I found
They-
it on a
they-
corpse, and I will roll deception if you want me to.
the Khan
for
hunt
that.
the. She says the Khan hunt the dragon cult.
I see. Has this dragon cult done something wrong? I'm not from here. You'll have to forgive my ignorance. I would hate to be caught up in, a misunderstanding with these cons. So any info
I don't.
you could
I don't
give me
play.
would
I
be-
don't play politics either. She says, "It's none of my business who does what or where they come from. I try to stay clear of all that nonsense."
I
but,
completely empathize with that
But
sentiment.
The Lords of Nightier, they've made it their mission to see the valley purged of the dragon cult. The Khan are their agents in this matter.
I see. Well, I appreciate the info. And, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna... So I'm gonna roll insight on what she offered me for the shield. Let's see. Hey, there
Okay.
we go. Now we're getting somewhere with rolls.
She believes it's fair. She didn't even change the price when she saw the item was possibly going to attract attention.
Got it. So how much did she say
20 silver.
again? 20 silver. Okay. I'll hand it over. Delete
Okay.
that. Perfect. And then I'm going to turn around and pat fucking cowboy dude on the shoulder and be like, "All right, ask your questions. I'm done."
No, I don't gotta have them here. I gotta the weapon like crafter dude, right?
Oh, that's
This
right.
is the
right.
armorsmith lady.
You have,
Right.
that's right.
I gotta find a different guy.
This is right.
Okay,
This
so
is
what
the
were
armor lady. We have to go to
True.
specifically the smith. Right. All right. I guess that's where we're going now. And I'm gonna be looking for what is the name of it? The Travelers, something.
the Explorers League?
Explorers League. Got it.
Explorers.
I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah. Yeah.
I always forget, and then I think it's hysterical when I see the name in my allies of that shady ass fucking gnome from the temple.
Yeah.
Scormaz Tooth.
True.
And it's like, man, my first employee is a shady ass fucking
No,
gnome.
That's not his name.
No? What was the gnome guy's name then?
Scormaz
Who's the
is
guy
the
in the
random
town?
guy you met in the street in the
Oh,
town.
that's right. Oh,
So-
and then okay, so who was the guy, the merchant, the puppet master or whatever? That's right, because I have him written down as puppet master. I don't remember his
I'm opening
name.
the file to tell you his name now. I'm gonna drop his name in the chat.
Oh.
There we go. What a name.
Oh, it's his full title and everything. Got it. Perfect. I will
Yeah.
write that entire thing down in my allies. Perfect.
Yep. All right, so you're looking for a blacksmith for what purpose?
To see if he can turn some of the materials I have into bullets, essentially, like specialty ammunition.
Okay, so you need the Techno Union.
Yes.
Okay.
I would want to go to those guys.
That's what you need. Okay. All right, so the Techno Union is in the High District. So you'll have to go a little bit further.
Get some head in there.
All right.
Isn't the High District the place that was cordoned off?
It was last night.
Yeah. Okay.
There was a
Interesting.
fire in the High District and a brothel burned down.
There was a
Here's
fire.
here's a picture of the High District.
Ooh, fancy.
There was a fire with air quotes. Ooh, really fancy.
Yeah.
And compared to the slums where good old Grimtoothy lives, I can see
All
that.
of these
You can see the disparity between classes.
yeah, all of these buildings have been built in the last 20 years or less. Okay.
I'm assuming that because I know we got a timeline of when the Haagen-Dazs Syndicate really rose, so I'm assuming that's like when we assume the Haagen-Dazs Syndicate kind of got here.
Yeah.
Yeah, based off
Yeah.
our knowledge. course.
So
it is.
there wasn't even this place. This whole place is new, essentially.
So I'm guessing the slums in the lower town original city, and then when the Hagendari they built this.
Right.
That's my guess.
Right.
And I would probably be like, as we're walking, just muttering and sharing this with the group as well. That's my guess.
Okay.
Hey Dave, you know the ice tray you left me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just 5 ice cubes that are just permanently in there. I'm gonna have to leave the fucking ice tray out. Just so they
All right.
melt.
Put hot water on them. What?
So
Oh,
you
that's
asked.
genius.
So you ask a random passerby, and I'll give you a random passerby.
Are you getting
Like-
a random passerby, or am I?
Second one is random passerby, and
Hey, excuse me there. I was trying to find my way to the techno union. I was wondering if you could give me a hand there.
up the street, around the corner, second house or second big building. You can't miss it.
Perfect. Thank you kindly. And I
Alright.
nod my hat at them and I go on my way.
All right, and as you follow those directions, you arrive at the other picture, which is the Techno Union Hall. Okay.
Ooh, who's the red hat? Sorry.
Um,
what?
Guessing the shopkeeper.
All right, so as you enter, there's no one there like receive you. There's no desk. Um, you hear like various people wandering around. Some people talking to each other about theory of things that you can really, and specifically without any level 2 of a language, all this sort of theoretical discussion is beyond what you can understand. Okay, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this is all beyond the grasp of your language ability. But you can tell they're talking about highly technical stuff. Okay. And when they see you sort of like standing around, one of them directs you over to this lady. And they're like, hey, boss, got some strangers in here. And she looks you over. It's like, well, what are you here for?
The
Well,
the
I was.
first thing. The first thing I do when she walks up is just, does she have that black rose anywhere on her
No.
person?
No.
Symbol? Okay, got it. Continue, Dave. Sorry.
Well, I was told y'all might be able to help me manufacture some specialty ammunition out of some materials I gathered.
All right. What you'll want to do is go down 2 floors, foundries on the right. Go talk to the Master Blaster Tolian.
Perfect. I will see him there. Thank
Hold
you
on.
very much.
The guy's
Master
name is
Blaster.
Master Blaster.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
awesome.
I want it noted. Brian and I are in 2 very different worlds when we hear the term Master Blaster. Brian's first thought definitely goes to like like Nerf guns and some shit. Well, like epic, like yeah, Master Blaster. I go sex. Like I immediately just hear sex.
That's why he's in the basement.
Like that is a sex thing, through and through. So
Oh boy. Well, yeah, I'm heading there.
All right. Is everybody gonna follow you down there?
Sure, why not? I want to find out what the the reality of this is.
Yeah, I gotta see the Master Blaster for myself. And if we're talking like, in RP, I would want to know.
All right.
Oh, it's Santa Claus with guns.
You hear, as you get down there, you hear like a loud ass like gun firing, like, and a series of like 7 dummies are being like blasted to pieces. This guy is like laughing maniacally with his like rotary hand cannon.
Yo, Santa Claus and Jack Black testing a rotary hand cannon and blasting dummies to pieces. Awesome. No, no one. No one's
Yeah.
gonna...
No, it's
No.
not close enough.
What do you mean not close enough?
There's not enough gray,
Fuck.
and it's not fat enough. Sorry, it's not him.
It's not jolly enough.
No, he's not jelly enough.
Anyways,
But
yeah.
that looks like Santa Claus. I would take the not Jack Black.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
So
you agree with me on the Santa Claus one.
he his assistant taps him on the shoulder. He's like, "Hey, some guys are here." And he says, "What?" Like, then it's like, he like kind of turns him a little bit. He's like, "Oh,
Whoops.
some guys, got it."
That's the wrong chat. My bad.
Hey, yeah, I'm looking for Master Blaster Tolian.
Hey, Tolian Evernog, Master Blaster, Tolian the True Shot. What can I do for you?
Well, my name's Vash, and I was heard that you could help me make some specialty ammunition out of the materials I've gathered.
Love to be of service. What do we got?
Well, first up, we got this guy here, and I'll pull out the adamantine
Yeah,
rebar
not bad.
rod. And then I've also got some of this guy here, and I'll pull out the 2-foot long, like pedal, piece of the pedal that I got from the man-eating plant thing.
All right. He pushes away the pedal, and he's real interested in this rod. And he's, "May I touch that?"
Yeah,
His hands are just like reaching out. And he grabs it. It's like,
absolutely,
What?
go for it.
Did he
I'll
just
go ahead
grab
and
the
hand it
rod
over.
with his sweaty palms?
What-
Is
what
he just like a
Josh
is he
was
just like
right.
a baby? Like gimme.
Josh is confirmed here.
what the
What?
devil
What'd I
is
do?
this? I've never seen its like in all my years. He's like, "Mind if I run this with a series of tests?"
Please go for it. You know the sequence of events that needs to happen better than I, as a craftsman such as
Right.
yourself.
All right, he's looking at it. He's hitting it with stuff. He's dipping it in a barrel of acid. He's beating it with a hammer. He's heating it He's superheating it. He's doing all this stuff. It's gonna take him like 20 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, I wait patiently.
Meanwhile, his assistant says, "As for that, what do we call that? That's used by the aeronautical engineers." He points to the pedal. They need that kind of thing. They
You
they
think-
make they make gliders out of it. He says.
Interesting. Is that something you guys do as well? I'm guessing I'm just on a different floor within.
Yeah, it's not our department.
Gotcha. We'll probably head over there after we leave here. You got what direction are they in?
On the roof.
On the roof? Perfect.
Where else? Where else are you gonna test flight?
You know what? You're damn right you are. And I'll pocket the pedal for the moment. And I'll wait till Mr. Master Blaster is done with his tests.
While Master Blaster is doing his tests, I'd like to see if I can get a moment to interject and see if he'll talk to me while he's running those tests. Is he get a free moment at all, or all acid pits and shit?
There's a
there
citizen
any
named
safe
Blake Burnside. Okay, what were you asking?
While he's testing the thing out, I'd like to talk to Mr. Master Blaster here.
Okay.
If he's in the middle of dipping something into an acid fucking bin, I don't
okay?
want.
You have a moment that you can use to talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, Master Tolian, was it? You seem to be quite fascinated with my company's product there.
He looks you over. Your company?
Oh, you're
Where's where? Well, give me your character art.
My character art?
Yeah, I want to know if you look impressive as a person.
Hey, this is what
okay.
Mid-Jury thinks a Master Blaster is.
Honestly, that's
So-
pretty cool.
To be fair, we have canonically established that I'm very pretty.
Okay.
I
Hold
don't
on.
know if pretty determines impressiveness though.
It won't, but to be fair, I also didn't state that I was the craftsman or anything. I say it was my company.
Right, but if it's something that makes this magnificent material, the first instinct is if he's gonna believe you, you gotta be someone impressive, even
Right.
just visually.
Yeah, that's the way this guy's head is at. Is this the right art?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I mean, that's a zoomed in art, but yeah, that's it.
Here's the full one then.
Yeah.
Let me delete the other message. Bump there. Okay. He says, "Your company, huh?"
Well, yes, the Arachial conglomerate, that metal, that ore you're working with there, is some of my my alchemist's best work.
All right,
And
you
it
owe
is
me.
the
You owe me a
only-
deception roll.
Huh?
You do owe me a deception roll for that.
It is one of a kind. Come on, baby. No fucking way.
Never
I'm
heard
going to
of.
bed.
He
Good night,
just
guys.
never heard of a rational conglomerate. And then he just turns back to the item.
I sent you a text.
Okay.
You understand what I'm trying
Yeah.
to get here.
Burnside looks at you. He's stroking his beard. He's like, electrodynamics, maybe. And he gives you directions within the Techno Union to the Hall of Electrodynamics.
Sweet. Hall of Electrodynamics it is.
Okay. So after conducting his tests with the adamantine rebar rod, he looks at it in amazement. It's like, this material, it is truly impressive. I won't be able to make anything from it today, but I would pay a great deal for it to study it further.
Well, how
Ooh.
about we cut a deal here? I'll allow you to study it if
I'm gonna.
if you're about to jump in and say this is your company's product and he's got to buy it from you, I'm gonna say fuck off. He's lying to you because this is mine. You back the fuck up, boy.
I was not going to do that.
I mean, that's what the lines you were going on originally
was-
before you failed your deception check. So that's why I'm saying that.
Yes, and I failed. And I failed that deception check. So why would I try it again? I was actually going
Because
to
you're
say.
you. Mhm.
Well, I was going to tap you on the shoulder, actually. Can I talk to my associate here for just a minute before we make any deals?
Take your time. Take your time. And
I'm going to pull Vash aside.
okay.
I make my way, follow the directions.
All right.
I
guess Burnside will
I'm
show
gonna look
you
at
there.
Vash.
These guys seem pretty into whatever they're doing here, and it has to do with like shit I'm not exactly
All right.
doing. We can come back hit that later if you want to.
Yeah. So what is it that you pulled me aside for, James?
The adamantine rod. He wants it.
That is
I
correct.
just want to make sure. I just want to make sure that you take full advantage of his want.
And I
You
plan to.
could play this. You could play this and not only get what you want out of it and allow him to study it, you could make a lot of money right now and
See,
gain a lot of reputation in the
where I'm
future.
from, money ain't worth squat. What I'm planning
I'm
to
so
do,
glad
what I'm planning to
from?
do, in my planet, we don't take kindly to people interrupting them. So, what I'm planning to do, James, Mr. Charismatic businessman there, is I'm going to let him research that to the full of his abilities in exchange for the bullets that will be manufactured using that material after the fact. And not only will I gain the ammunition that I had originally gotten for free, might I add, I will also gain the favor of a very skilled blacksmith within the most technologically advanced organization we have come across thus far. Now, in my mind, that is worth a hell of a lot more than a few coins. So, may I proceed? I will add, because of how money grubby you've been since we've gotten to this city, I am looking down upon you at this point. Vash is looking down on James.
Cool. So
Can I
James
catch
is
this
going.
conversation
James is.
on the way out?
No, you cannot. You opted to leave.
Definitely do. It's echoing down the hall.
You definitely opted to leave like before this conversation even started. So
Oh
no.
yeah,
And we're
I can hear you
and I
guys from
definitely
down the
would.
hall.
And we're definitely whispering. So if the big guy right
I'm
behind
pretty
us
sure
can't
Vash
hear
was
us over all the loud
whispering.
noises, you cannot.
Oh god.
I'm actually going to ask Vash, were you attempting to whisper?
I was talking quietly, yeah.
All right. I'll make a stealth check for you to see if you maintained composure enough to be quiet.
Are you telling me that Mr. Master Blaster was not is not business courteous enough to when someone says, "Hey, we need to make business dealings," for something he wants
he's
to
not
go
attempting
away?
he's not attempting to listen, but Vash was getting a little heated, so he needs to make a. Do you want me to
Yeah.
roll it for you? I'll roll it.
I can
okay.
roll it, or you can roll it.
Okay.
You roll it then.
But if he's
Okay.
if he's actively trying to be quiet, I would say with
22. I
All right,
have
you're
pretty
fine.
decent
Yeah.
stealth, so.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, he was trying to be quiet, but he might have lost track of that in the heat of the moment. That's what I was going for.
I get it.
Okay.
So in response to, I'm going to say, Did he verbally express that money grubbing part, or was that you just saying that that's because I've been
Uh,
being?
No, yeah, that was just me saying that it is clear at this point that Vash does think less of you because since we've like been traveling around the city, you've had a very money grubby kind of attitude, uh, which just doesn't sit right with him. So he definitely like you can tell that he thinks less of you.
You can tell that he's got an attitude toward you. Yeah.
Right.
But
Okay.
you did
I
not
would also
explicitly hear those words about that.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So I would also like to mention, I don't know if Vash is sort of wise enough to, you know, pick up on this, but just within the last 2 days or so that Vash has been asleep and missed, a lot has gone on.
Right.
And a lot of it has to do with this business shit.
Yes, but the
So,
way you presented your character and jumping into a lot of situations, at least to Vash, you've been jumping in with the point of view as though when it comes to these dealings, you know better than Vash, even though while you've dealt with these businesses more within those 2 days and experienced more, you've also haven't experienced how Vash understands and experience and deals with these businesses. So obviously, from his point of view, you jumping in and doing all that stuff, and the way he's heard you speak, it's not been great. And
I
so
just
he's going to
text.
go off of his personal experiences with you, and then those people are. He's business savvy enough, coming from the world he's come with, to have enough uh, kind of restraint to kind of make sure he doesn't leave himself in a worse position. He's just a kind person as far as it comes with these dealings, and not asking for, say, more than he needs or more than he maybe wants, uh, which is where we
I
differ.
guess I guess that surprises me. Just because you said he comes from a place where everyone's trying to get more out of everyone and it's a scummy place and da da da.
I didn't say he did. There
Figured
are honorable
trying
people
to
there.
yeah. All right. Well, so I guess in response to this, James is going to, I guess, sense Vash's opinion about him, and he's going to say that he's gonna sort of stand up and breathe, and he's gonna be like, "Do what you will, but just know you're
Brosius is kind of
giving
looking between you
just
guys.
know you're giving a literal god element to a man to study, and only asking he make you a few bullets
And
that
I
are
think,
that limited supply,
and I
and
think
I'm gonna walk."
you're. Oh, if you're just walking away, then yeah, we'll end it there. And
Okay.
I'll go back over to Mr. Master Blaster.
And
Well,
then once he's done with Master Blaster, I'd like to have a conversation with Brosius.
sure. We'll talk to
Like
Master
a,
Blaster, and then we'll cut
yeah,
over. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So, Master Blaster's like, so, what's your name? I didn't catch your name on the way in.
Yeah, of course. My name's Vash. I'm new to these parts, obviously. I'm a traveler of sorts. Finding different materials, exploring the like.
You with the League, the Explorers?
I'm not. I'm actually a kind of a freelancer. However, I might be looking to join up with them here soon.
Hmm. All right. All right. Anyways, enough small talk. Uh,
Let's
so
wrestle.
what's your proposal?
Yeah. So I will happily lend this to you to research to your heart's content. However, I want sole rights to the ammunition made with this material after the fact, as well as I'm going to be in the area for a while, and obviously I don't know anyone here. I hope that I can receive some backing of sorts from your union. I'll obviously bring any materials I find here. You'll be the first ones I go to see if you have a use for them. It would kind of be a beneficial relationship of sorts.
Oh my god, bro.
Well, we all have our own areas of expertise, but
Absolutely.
within the halls of the weapons engineers, you will have nothing but friends here.
Absolutely. And I reach my hand out to shake his hand.
He shakes on that.
Absolutely. And we'll be in town for a bit to come, so I'll check back in here in a bit, unless you have a time frame as far as when you'll have any fruition as far as research goes.
Do you want to give me an address where I can reach you when there's a breakthrough?
Fuck, they didn't tell us where we were staying.
You could go ask Brosius or James, I guess.
Yeah, I would go ask Brosius, because obviously me
All
and
right,
James are a bit heated
All right, so
right
let's
now.
talk to Brosius and James now.
Yeah, so while he's making the deal, I would have talked to Brosius, and so the first thing I'd say is I'd see if Brosius has anything to say about the altercation between Bash and myself, or if he has like a look or just anything. I would wait for it.
Well, he's not driving a hard bargain. We'll say that. I didn't make my own deals so often, but I did get my name and face on, a box of cereal, so that's something. Mostly, I left the deal making to the legal associates, not my business, right? I was
Well,
just the athlete.
you were an athlete. You were a star in your world. I'm sure you saw a lot of people trying to take advantage, both for better and worse.
Yeah.
Have I let the dickishness of this Hagendare syndicate make me an asshole too? Was I too much back there?
No. I think that he just likes cutting his own deals. He likes independence. That's all. But you may know more about the business end of things, but I think you have to prove it to him before he'll trust you. That's just my 2 cents.
You're a lot smarter.
Thanks.
And at this point, I'm assuming Vash would walk
Yeah,
up behind.
yeah.
Hey, Brosius, where you guys said you found somewhere we could stay. Where's that at?
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
It's this. What the the Temple of Eternal Darkness.
I look at James and I'm like, is that actually what it's called?
Yes.
Anything,
Just say yes.
anything the master wants to send there, tell him you'll get back to him. Jesus Christ, we are not sending anything to that shady. Why do you think I came into town to go shopping?
I can always tell him to just send the mail when it's ready, not to send the item there. Is that actually what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's not legal though. So
How about I'll have him send the mail to the Crab Shack?
Oh my God.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time someone gut calls or whatever at bars, so yeah, I guess.
Okay.
That's definitely better than the definitely evil cult hotel.
So I go back over to Master Blast. Like, yeah, I don't have like a permanent residence or even a temporary residence right now, but I frequent the Crab Shack. If you want to send just a notice when you want me to come on over there.
Mm, I suggest maybe you just come back in a few weeks.
You know what? That works for me. That seems more simple.
Yeah. All right.
At this
Is he
point,
good?
I will. Yeah, at this point, I'm set, and the only thing for the other place I'd want to stop is at the roof for this spell.
Okay.
I'll get rid of the
While we're
adamantine rebar rod.
while
Yeah.
we're walking to the roof, I'd like to have another sort of walking quiet conversation uh, with Vash, and this time Brosius is right there. So I'm assuming we're just walking up flights of stairs or some shit.
Yeah, you're walking up like 4 flights of stairs.
Yeah. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna say, you were right. I had not thought about the experiences you had in your world, how they might affect. But you didn't see what I saw.
You're not.
Oh.
Sweet, hold on. First, this Hagendari syndicate. It's an evil I'm familiar with, evil I know. And it's an evil I know. And last night, while you were at the bar, this cult hotel place, we literally saw the end of the world.
Oh,
I knew we were here to stop this world from being doomed,
you're welcome, by
but
the way.
actually seeing it,
I almost fell off the balcony.
yeah, this Hagendari is an evil I know I can be. And I let my fear of the evil I don't know drive me to go harder the evil I do. I see the way you look at me. I've seen it before. I looked at people the same way in my people who were above me. They bossed me around. It amount to nothing. My goal is not to make money for the sake of being rich. The reason I'm trying to make money is so I can use it to take over those who abuse that way. The Hagendari Syndicate and the other corporations that have taken over that you and I have seen are just people and believe what they. I let it blind me. I let it get the better of me. And I will try not to do it.
I appreciate that, but I think maybe you misunderstand where I came from there. I don't look down upon you simply because I don't think that you think as though you're above me or that you were gathering money just for the sake of having money. I look down upon you because for a moment you valued a product, a material good, over the word of a man who I'm sure is considered an expert in his field. And that, the favor of such a man, is wholly and incredibly invaluable. And while I could have asked for money, I could have asked for even more goods, weapons, armors. Instead, I asked for his friendship and the friendship of those that are under him. And as long as I feed that friendship will feed me right back. And while you're right, we shouldn't fully trust these people yet. We're not from here, but we're not from here. We have no one to trust yet. We got to start somewhere. And I would say, over a monolithic economic power, I would prefer the group that appears to be a gathering of experts in their field as far as the ones I'm going to choose to side with. And so far, although I know little of the technocratic union, that's what they seem like. So I'd prefer to gain their favor than their goods.
Okay. So as you get up to the top of the stairs, you notice that the Hall of Flight Engineering, the Hall of Aeronautical Engineering, is closed, and there's a message on the door, which nobody is literate enough to read in whole, but you can see is that it says like closed for some event.
Well, I suppose
That's
we may have to come
unfortunate.
back later on.
I was kind of looking forward to seeing how these people make life happen. Okay.
I heard mention of some kind of glider, so I don't know if they've quite gathered to true flight or if it's simple. Hey,
I mean,
propelled gliders.
we did see that very large carrier plane and the gliders jumping out of it, if you recall.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So we've achieved flight. Just they don't have the technology that they had in to do it. So I'm wondering how they did it.
You actually hear a plane fly overhead just now.
Okay, how does Brosius react to what I'm assuming is like a jet plane flying overhead type?
He pays attention, but he doesn't seem startled or freaked out.
Okay. Now I really want to know. God.
Well, we've got to come back for my ammo at some point, but I don't see any good forcing ourselves into an event uninvited would do. So, suppose all we can do is come back.
Well,
Or
that's something we can agree on.
I guess we're going back to the temple.
We have one more stop to make, which thank God, because I'm trying to prolong going back there. And I want to go to the Explorers Union or whatever.
Okay, the Explorers League play.
Oh, do I make it back by this time?
Oh, yeah, we'll say that you do. Okay.
So on the way out, like they see me waiting for them. That's
Yeah.
Sure, that works.
Okay.
Okay.
One moment.
Wait in a moment.
so. Did you guys finish playing with your toys?
I suppose you could say that, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's
All right.
I'm gonna
So
look
you
at
get directions to the Explorers
I'm gonna
League. It's
look at Lucretia.
also in the High District.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
gonna look at Lucretia and say, one more innuendo. I'm docking your allowance. And I'm gonna grin mischievous.
Wait, we get an allowance? I could have bought more ammo.
No, I pay Lucretia to
Not murder
pretend to be
hobo,
my
everybody.
And,
I like get in real close to him. I press up against James and look up at him. Their eyes.
and with like
Knowing
a fucking
smile.
doe eye. Yeah.
Do I? And I tell him,
I'm definitely gonna like put my, because Acretia's like a slender, small
yeah,
woman,
creature.
right? I'm definitely gonna like put my hand on her face and sort of push her away, like just
You
like
bully.
definitely just like nudging.
Bef- Before you do, I say, if you want to be my daddy, I'll promise to do anything you say if you do one thing for me in return.
I'm gonna look at her and just raise an eyebrow, questioning.
I there's a text incoming for you.
For me? Oh boy. I get a
Brosius
text. I get a
shrugs and
DM.
says, anyway, I think it's over there.
Where is
So I don't have so much art for this place, but I do have some description.
I'll take a description.
All right, so this is a large, clean, white building. It's pretty open on the inside. There are ferns. There are maps. There are a number of like kind of rich people standing around, uh, drinking in the like parlor. Um, as you enter, a
Mingo,
servant
is this
comes
said in
over.
a serious? Is
No,
this said in a
well, I just
serious
started.
tone?
I wasn't finished with that interaction. So she cups your cheek and leans in close and whispers that.
Uh, and is this said in like legit?
Like
Like this is a
almost
research
almost like
question
it's a
for me.
almost like it's a threat.
I'm going to turn, uh, like not even hiding. I'm gonna turn beet red, and I'm gonna walk faster ahead
All
of the
right.
group.
All right. So a servant in this white building comes up to you and says, "Excuse me, gentlemen, lady. This is a private club for distinguished
Is this?
explorers."
I see. Well, I am looking to. I was told that I may hire a distinguished explorer uh, to join me on a little companions are taking. I
I
would love to spend my hard-earned gold here, and I'm going to say gold with emphasis.
very
However,
well,
I could
sir.
take it somewhere else.
Please wait here. Bring over. Uh, I'll bring over Carl. So this guy in this picture here is Carl. Okay.
This guy?
This like guy with the beard is Carl. Okay.
Man, Luke, you're gonna hate me now that I'm adding another DM NPC
Yeah.
with the party.
All right. Carl's like, "Hey there. Uh, heard you're looking to hire on an explorer. Want to tell me about the job, and I'll see if I can find someone who might fit what you need."
Oh, I me and my compatriots, there's actually two not presently here, are we were sent on a quest by a sponsor of ours, and I have a sort of a secondary goal um, that requires the use of someone who is well versed in uh, uh, words, possibly drawing, and is how should I say discreet.
I see. I see. Well, let me.
I'm assuming a establishment of this caliber has such professionals and values the privilege of its customers.
We do, of course. One moment. I believe I have quite the talented young artist who would accompany you. Um, let's have some brandy and put this discussion to rest. Come on now. And he opens up a bottle, like shots for everybody.
Oh, sweet.
I'm okay with this.
All right. Brosius downs one like instantly. Okay.
So do
Um,
I.
I'm gonna wait for the other, and I'm
All
gonna
right.
wait a second, watch what happens with them.
Nobody's poisoned and dying. So it's
It's
just a
usually a
drink.
plus.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Then I'll.
Is it rock cut or
Okay.
is it quality?
It's quality.
All right.
Hell yeah, it is. Do I know it's? I probably know it's quality, right? By the taste.
Right.
Gotcha. So I'm gonna say I can appreciate a man who enjoys the finer things the world has to offer.
Indeed.
You said you had someone in mind.
Right. On my last expedition, uh, when I was traveling to the ruins of uh, Varishta in the north, uh, I brought with me an artist to take down the images, that we saw, so that we could get paintings and of the ruins and of the archaeological finds. Uh, it helps to improve the atmosphere. Collectors like them, many reasons. Uh, she's a perfect angel, Serena. Um, and I'll talk to her, and if she's willing, and I see no reason, we'll have a meeting tomorrow. Okay? I see no reason she
course.
wouldn't be.
I would like to. I would. I
To
will.
know that we'll have her interest, of course. What sort of payment are you offering?
Well, on top of covering any expenses that she may
Incur, of
require to
course, of
complete
course.
incur and to complete her journey, whether that be for supplies. I'm sure this world is danger, so any weapons, armor, protection, transport, food, shelter, it will all be provided for her, of course, by me. Um, I wonder how she would fare if she was offered some of this, and I'm going to slide a single one of those gold coins over to him discreetly.
Ah, Kazari gold. That will certainly do the trick. He says conspiratorially, we found a chest of 100 gold in Varista. We eat like kings now.
I see. Well, that explains the exquisite brandy. And
Yes.
if this journey goes well, and
Only
this
only the best for
journey,
the league.
if this journey goes well and this young lady is as good as you say she is, when we get back in town, the next round will be on me.
But tell me, where are you planning to go? What are you planning to find? Surely you
Well,
must have a destination in mind.
less of a destination, more of a goal.
Of course.
We do not have a specific location in mind. My my sponsor, who I'm sure you can appreciate, would like to remain nameless for the time being.
Of course.
Has sent me on a personal quest, and my compatriots have personal quests of their own, as do I, that we like to accomplish along the way.
Is
as you can
is
tell, I'm
Acretia
sure.
with us?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Like, yes. Adventurers are a little eccentric, aren't we? He laughs at her outfit.
I give him a big grin.
Indeed, we are. So, no destination, just a goal. One of which I try to keep to a minimum, but my personal goal, I will tell you, is what every adventurer strives for. In its
Fame
base
and
form,
glory.
and money and power.
Yes, of course. Those who take the biggest risk deserve the biggest rewards.
Indeed, my friend. Well, it is getting late. This has been a pleasure.
Mhm.
Tomorrow, time and place, name it. You really got to think of that.
I was just thinking if there's anywhere that you would want to go besides here. Um, the Golden Lion.
You see, I'm assuming I could find that by simply asking around when I need to. Yes.
Yes. The finest dining establishment in the city. And he looks
Very
at
well.
you as if you've never heard of it.
We actually just got into town yesterday and didn't have much time to explore with the fire that's happened.
All right.
So,
Are you attempting to conceal your general lack of knowledge from him with deception here?
no,
Okay.
I'm telling him
You're
that
just
generally
saying that
I
since you're new
genuinely-
here, you don't know. Okay.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
it was literally like
Cool.
that wasn't a lie. That's literally what
True.
happened.
True. Okay.
Was
Cool.
we
All right,
got
well,
here and
we'll
the town was
Meet
Get to
tomorrow around noon. Yes, at the Golden Lion.
very well. I look
All right.
forward to it, and I'm gonna hold my hand out.
All right. He'll shake to that. Okay.
How good's the handshake? I don't know how good of a handshake this is.
He's a let's roll a
This
d20.
man's handshake.
Yeah, we're gonna roll a d20 for him. I'm gonna
Indeed.
add 3. It's a 12. Solid.
It's a mediocre handshake.
I reach
It's a
I reach
good.
my hand out.
Uh,
I'm
he
gonna see this. I'm gonna chuckle visibly.
you haven't said a word, so he's not entirely sure you're even meaning him at this point.
Sorry, I've been like
I
preoccupied.
know you've been a little busy.
rather
gonna-
than, it's not really rather than
I'm gonna.
I've been
Okay.
I'll say this for my character's sake. She's been attentive to the conversation,
Okay.
or she would have been.
True. True. All right. We'll roll off. We'll have a handshake. Roll off.
Is
You got
that
another
just-
12. You got another 12.
that a strength roll
Yeah, it's just
or
strength.
just
Strength. If you're using athletics, it's actually like you're trying to fight him. Okay. Like it's more effort than just
A
the strength.
6.
Yeah. All right. So he's feeling like
the
he's
little
in
girl
charge.
handshake.
He's dominant. He's happy about it.
I
Okay.
produced the little girl handshake.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah,
I kind of looked surprised with
it's a little girl
myself.
handshake. Well done.
Good job.
I was like, oh
Okay.
yes, I can do this.
I'm gonna,
Alright.
I'm gonna say, all right, come on, Devil Spawn, and I'll grab by the hood and start pulling.
Okay. And then Brosius laughs and heads out.
Alright.
Vash, did you have anything you wanted to say to these people?
I wave
No.
at him as I'm dragged away with a
Okay.
big smile.
So you heading out as well?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
All right. So I want to end this up. I guess you're heading back to the temple.
Yeah, we killed another day in town.
Cool. You killed another day in town. Exactly. Okay.
Mm,
And from
everyone gets
the
along well.
text that I'm seeing here, Kaji and Ansev have been chilling hard somewhere,
Doing impressions.
drinking and having fun. So I'm happy about that. And I guess after that, you all wrap up and you're heading back to the temple. Whenever you're done. And we're gonna
Outside
cut here.
crying.
Yeah. Okay. So I had
Kaji, you made Austin cry.
the
I did.
gunsmith and I had the general basis for the techno union. I did not have all the specialists you guys ended up wanting to see. So I'm gonna have to yeah. So I'm gonna have to produce a few more characters for that.
Actually, could I really quickly go back to the gun store? I want to see if they have a rifle for like longer range stuff. I actually only just thought about that.
Oh,
Okay, so if you go to the weapons store, they have a rifle. Yeah.
Yeah, how much would just a rifle be?
How much is it in the money and normally under normal circumstances?
Probably a lot of gold.
We need the player's handbook
Brian,
version of this.
I want to.
Well, a lot of the gun stuff.
the guns are actually in the DM's guide.
Yeah,
That's
they're in the DM's guide, and it'd be a hunting rifle.
Right, and I changed the prices of everything because I'm using a slightly different basis for the money, which is I'm focusing on silver instead of gold.
I am not really able to find anything official as far as pricing goes.
I want it noted. I have never once said the words "I like money."
All right.
I want
So,
to also
okay,
noted
so
that this is Kaji's impersonations.
The musket is what you can get.
Drunken
okay?
impersonations.
I can get a musket.
Right.
Maybe.
Now, a musket is going to cost you 800 silver.
Fucking.
Okay, that doesn't give me a massive amount of extra range. And you said it cost me how much silver?
800 silver.
800 silver?
Yeah.
Crabs over here.
30 extra range? Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
It'll
It's-
take
it's
6 more steps.
it's yeah, 6 more steps, and it does a D12 rather than a D10. That is not worth it at all.
Right.
I was looking for more a hunting rifle than a musket.
Right.
So that is not my go-to. I'm okay.
Okay. All right then. This was good. A little bit. It was actually a little bit longer and more in depth than I thought it would be, but since everybody was here and nobody seemed like they had to go, we just went with it.
Yeah, sorry. I was totally preoccupied during the Explorers League, so
It's fair.
Yeah, we kind of. Yeah, to be fair, we kind of just like we're going with the flow. So
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
worked out. It was fun. Got a whole extra D&D session.
I had to put my
Yeah.
daughter to bed.
I want to see if I can figure out how much a hunting rifle costs.
Hey,
It actually,
Luke,
I'm looking at it now. It's considered priceless. They don't give it a default price. So I'm just going
Gotcha.
to have to make it up when it becomes available.
Okay.
So hey, Luke, two
Yeah.
things.
Uh-huh.
Since I have effectively since has effectively spent an entire day speaking what I'm assuming is Vinaipa,
Yeah.
like basic Vinaipa. Have I learned any further?
Let me look at I want to look at your feet again because
Yeah.
it affects this.
Because I mean, it still confuses me a little bit because it's written for you, you know, to
I'm
understand.
gonna duck out though, guys. I will see you
Yeah.
guys later.
Okay, bye bye.
Figure.
Dave, you good for
All
Friday?
right. Yeah, I think you actually get a roll now. Josh, you get a roll to learn written Vinaipa. Okay.
And what is that?
It's another intelligence check, and you add 4 to it.
It's an intelligence check. Oh yeah, that's a 20 plus 4.
Okay. So you have learned written Vinaipa, beginner
yeah.
level again. So you will understand signs, menus, things that are written that children could understand.
Right.
Yeah.
And what was the other language that I knew?
Nigerian. So
Right,
Nigerian
okay,
is the language of the people who are basically colonized this area. The syndicate
Right.
and all the other people
Right.
who aren't the actual Vinaipa.
That's the one that we really hadn't heard until we got to this
Yeah,
town.
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming you'll update that and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a note here of that stuff.
Cool. Cool.
And now we actually got Dave kind of caught up with where you guys are. So that was actually my main goal for this session. So
Yeah.
like the shopping was just like we could take it or leave it. It's an opportunity, but if it didn't happen, I wouldn't care. Really, the only thing I really wanted was to get to where Dave wasn't so far behind what was going on.
Right. Now
Yeah.
he's pretty much caught up. I mean, he still
Yeah.
obviously didn't experience these things. But
Right. He doesn't
at
really
least
know.
I think he's gonna understand why everyone's gonna be acting so fucky next session. We literally saw the end of the world and went to a doomsday shadow cult hotel. For the
Yeah.
night.
Oh
That
my
was
god,
fun.
that was amazing.
I don't know.
I'm
Ansev's having
gonna-
an emotional bonding
I'm-
with Kaji right now.
Yeah.
It's making a spirit
and
brother.
Ansev's not gonna remember any of it tomorrow.
Oh, har har. Yes.
Ansev and Kaji are not gonna remember a single thing tomorrow.
What are you talking about? Kaji hasn't been
They're
drinking.
gonna remember. Wait, really?
He doesn't have any drinks.
Oh wow.
Or money.
Oh, is that why he's absolutely? Is that why Kaji's been going ham? Not like his usual stoic self, is because he knows Ansev won't remember anything tomorrow.
Yeah. Unless tricks on him, intelligence. Freaking Ansev rolls high enough and goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna remember
Mystery
everything."
Ansev, no, hold on. Ansev totally is like the biggest lightweight ever, but his drunken recall is so fucking incredible
Is
that
is
he
that
just
an
doesn't have
int,
to worry.
Steve?
Listen, if Ansev remembers this, he wouldn't even say it because it's so embarrassing what he just did.
Ansev
You
is
save
crying.
your tears.
Big brain but no muscle. Ansev have big brain but no muscle. Make big sad.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
the gist of this conversation. Oh, and Kaji thinks he's good at impressions, but he turned James into Mr. Krabs for some reason.
I was actually
I
gonna
like
go.
money.
I was actually gonna go a little further and be like, I'm gonna be the type of person who's gonna build a restaurant and then build a second restaurant and name it Restaurant 2.
Winning. I thought it was
Okay, I
funny.
like
You're
to
like,
think-
do we want to
I
make
like
our
to think-
permanent address? Do we want to make our permanent address the Crab Shack? like, yeah.
To be
I'm
fair-
super attached to that place that I passed out on the floor.
To be fair,
That was actually
the Crab
really
Shack
funny.
would make a much better permanent address than the fucking Doomsday Cult Hotel.
I beg
Yeah.
to differ. It's fun here.
It's amazing.
I like to think that Ansev is so drunk at this point he hasn't realized that he hasn't to Kaji, and it's definitely been like a demon disguised as Kaji or some shit.
No, no, no.
And like it was summoned by this Doomsday Cult. Like it's just some dark shit,
No,
like
no, no,
cult
no,
shit.
no, no, no.
It's a dream fabricated. Anyway,
Emotional concept here when he's drunk. And oh,
Now we know what type of drunk
Emotional.
Onsev is. What type of drunk do you think
Yeah.
Kaji will be?
Ooh.
so guys, just as a heads up,
Oh no, I spelled it wrong. Shit, it's gonna make it really fucking weird.
oh yeah, never mind. Well, I have you here. I asked Dave, he had already left though. Brian, you good for Friday?
Should be.
Cool. Luke, you good for Sunday?
Which one is this?
Sunday?
Oh,
Sunday
this
would
is
be...
this is the game with
Age.
your name. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Yeah. I'm good
Oh,
for that.
So we technically don't
By the
have
way,
anything
Brian?
Saturday, right?
No, because this is
Um,
when Miko... This
I-
Saturday would have been
Is
Miko's
it
thing.
is
so-
it the thing where we're doing that
Did you
City
want-
City of
Yeah.
Mist thing? Is that starting or is that not yet? I thought it-
we
well,
haven't
think-
I thought it was sl-
established... we
I thought it
haven't-
was
Yeah.
going to that Saturday, but it might not be this week.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's
we
not gonna
were
be
so
too
that
great.
it was stated that we could use that Saturday. That nothing
Yeah.
has been confirmed yet.
Okay, so
So-
really that is just sort of on the burner, and whenever Chuck's ready, he's gonna have to just say,
Yeah.
okay.
So anyway,
have
Brian,
other-
want to do Dragon Lord stuff?
right now?
I can load it up right now. Yeah. why
Oh,
not?
Brian,
No,
by the way.
I'm in bed in 25 minutes.
Oh.
Hey, Brian.
Still having a conversation, Joe.
Hi,
in a
Joe.
moment.
Yeah, I only had 2 people for the Techno Union, so
That is quite unfortunate.
yeah. So I needed more NPCs there.
Always. Yeah,
So
the
what was
next
it?
For the record. Oh, go ahead, Chuck. Sorry.
what was I about to say? Yeah, I guess the next thing I know intentionally what Monster's gonna do for next session. That's it. You guys can talk.
So you're gonna hire on basically a bard kind of like artist person.
He's gonna be like oh, what's his name? Fucking the Witcher guy, Dandelion in the games, Yaski, the
Oh, wasn't-
Joe.
Here and there, did you were you able to recruit anybody?
So
You've got
I
a
talked
meeting
to
set up.
right. So I talked to the guy. I talked to who is essentially it seemed like the recruiter for that guild and stuff. I told him what I was looking for. He said, "Oh, I have a girl in mind who suit your needs," and then I'm meeting her tomorrow at noon at the Golden Lion to give her like, "Hey, this is what I pay you. This is work out the details." So yeah, I might. I mean, it's cool. It's essentially going to be a mercenary. We're going to hire a merc, sort of. I wonder, Luke,
Yes.
here's a thought to make this. I don't know if you've thought about this or anything, but instead of doing like full on DMPC ordeal, there might be something in Natasha's like sidekick rules you could do.
I'll
At the
take
same
a,
time,
yeah.
it's- at the same time, for the lore of your world and stuff, the sidekick rules is more like giving a commoner some sort of like player level type ordeal. What that's used for,
Okay.
like half player level, whereas if you want like a full-on like adventure, you have to be a part
You ready?
of the union or
Okay.
whatever. You might want to do like just a full-on, but just look into Tasha's rules.
Okay.
Just a thought.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Kaji
Yeah.
on the beach?
Kaji's at the beach party.
There you go.
I'm gonna be honest.
I like how derpy the
I'm
sequels
gonna
are.
be So, I'm gonna be honest. The Kaji with the gun picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
I look at that, and the only thing it makes me think of is how horny me and the rest of the internet got. You know, hot Ganondorf for the new fucking Zelda game and shit. And that's literally what that is. Is hot Ganondorf. See, Luke knows what I'm talking about, and he's chuckling because he knows I'm right. That gun picture is hot Ganondorf with blue skin and a gun.
Oh,
Chuck, you've been playing the shit out of that. You know what I'm.
Ganondorf's Ganondorf. He needs to die. That's simple to that.
What are you talking about? He's already dead.
He is a villain. Yeah, isn't the whole plot like he's like Link? Link and Zelda, they like don't die, or some shit. I don't even get.
No,
I'm sorry, the plot line
he's dead. He's dead. He gone.
Did you just spoil the end of Tears of the Kingdom for me? Is that what you did?
Yeah, sure did, Josh. Get wrecked on.
Oh,
Get wrecked.
see how it is.
Look, everybody does it.
Yeah, you see,
That's
it's
really
just funny
funny.
because he's dead. You actually did kill him in the first one. It's how it is, and you're just pretty much fighting his corpse now.
Look, everybody is like, I don't know about the session with Ganondorf, but I know the session for Pura.